crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Who that?
To throw is Cousins. And that is intercepted. Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 3rd down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Pick me up. Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few points.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion now. Finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Come on now.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him. Back to the 20. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mike 54.
A 1st first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brees going to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. These two teams all tied after one.
Dan Bailey for the Vikings.
Oh, a nice spin. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Brees. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11.
Shotgun now for Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Yellow waiting. Check. Watch 54. Man out.
Throwing on 1st down is Brees. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 5'4.
Again, it's Brees. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Olabisi Johnson there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth.
And Kamara has it stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an alley to run. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Yellow lady. Check, check, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Over. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
47's the mic, boy. Hey, exit. Check, check, 47. I got you, punk.
Hey, check, Mike, 47.
Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
We played to win. Let's go.
First down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check curls.
The final shot before half for Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is Cook with the grab. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Exit. Hey, check, Mike.
Now Cousins.
Hey.
That'll be complete to Cook. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Johnson was the intended receiver. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
36.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You don't know no better.
Go.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Running with Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 4th down.
He's not going to give me.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game.
High 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Extra point try by Bailey. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Will tie the game, 28-all. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
The Saints offense on the field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it. Alvin Kamara, 76 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's
The
go.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
95-56.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Breeze is looking to throw. It's Hill, complete. And down he goes for 24 yards.
5-9.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially soak this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Defense wins championships, man.
Back to throw, Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, boy.
Gun. Take over 1st and 10.
You better be ready.
20-yard line.
Don't be scared.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
At their own 32-yard
Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14.
Check.
And the Saints
Hey, Delta.
1st down.
Now Breeze.
Get that quarterback.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's get the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
54 Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
It's now 4th down.
Made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
Back and go full strength.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.